Hello and welcome to Forbest Academy, and welcome back to our AMC 10-12 preparation videos for the 2021 contest. In these videos, what we are doing is we are breaking down 5 past paper questions every week, looking at the concepts involved and how to solve those questions. This week, we're looking at 5 AMC 10 questions, and today's question, we're going to be looking at converting repeating decimals in fractions and also dealing with representation of numbers in non-base 10 form. So our question today, for some positive integer k, the repeating base k representation of the base 10 fraction 7/51 is 0.23 repeating in base k. So 0.232323. What is k? So the first concept I'd like to look at today is how can we change a repeating decimal into its equivalent fraction? So we're going to look at an example of this in base 10 to begin with, and then we'll work out how to do it in another base. So we're going to start off with the repeating fraction 0.15 repeating. And the way we're going to convert this into a fraction is we're going to set this equal to x. And then we're going to look at how many terms we have repeating. And what I want to do is I want to move an entire repeating block past my decimal point by multiplying by 10, 100, 1,000, whatever we need to multiply by. So we have 2 repeating terms here. So if I multiply by 100, we would move that forward 2 places in our place value, which would become 15.15 repeating. It's still 15 repeating because that's repeating forever, no matter what we do. And now if I subtract these from each other, 100x minus x would give me 99x. And 15.15 repeating, subtract 0.15 repeating is just 15. And then we've got a fraction for x of 15/99, which we can simplify down to 5/33 if we want. But that is how we can change a repeating decimal into its equivalent fraction. So let's look at doing this in our question here in base k. So we've been given 0.23 in base k. And again, we're going to set that equal to x. The difference here, however, is in our first example, because we were dealing with base 10, we wanted to multiply by 10, 100 or 1,000 to move things forward in our place value. Because we're dealing with base k, to move everything forward 1 place value, rather than multiplying by 10, we need to multiply by k. So we have 2 repeating terms, 2, 3. So I need to multiply by k squared to move both of those past our decimal point. So that's going to be, give me k squared x is equal to 23.23 repeating in base k. Now we can subtract those from each other again to give me k squared x minus x is equal to 23 in base k. Now the reason I'm saying 23 and not 23 is because 23 is base 10. This is base k. So we can write 23 base k, or we can write that as 2k plus 3, which would be its base 10 representation. Now we want this as a fraction, so I need to isolate my x here. So I'm going to take that out as a factor and have k squared minus 1 is equal to 2k plus 3. So therefore, our fraction for x, so x is equal to 2, 3 repeating, or as a fraction is equal to 2k plus 3 over k squared minus 1. Now, by changing this into 2k plus 3, we can now set this equal with base 10 equivalent to solve for k. So we're told this is equal to 7 over 51. If we cross multiply here, we're going to get 7k squared minus 7 is equal to 102k plus 153. It's quadratic, so to solve this, we need to set it equal to 0. 7k squared minus 102k minus 160 is equal to 0. So we can use the quadratic formula here, or we can factorize. So I'm going to look to factorize here. We know 7 is a prime number, so we must have 7k in k. That's the first terms in either bracket. And we'll look at some factors of 160. So we're going to start off with 16 and 10. And one needs to be positive, one needs to be negative. We're going to put negative 16 here, and we're going to put positive 10 here. And 7k multiplied by negative 16 is negative 112, plus 10 gives me that negative 102. So that is the correct factorized form. So if this equals 0, k must equal negative 10 over 7 or positive 16. Now we've been told in the question that k is a positive integer, so therefore negative 7 cannot be a solution. So our solution to k is going to be 16, which is our answer D. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please tune in for the rest of the week for more concept breakdown questions from the AMC 10. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching.